Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Ethereal Tarot channel. My name is Alexa, and in today's reading, we will be looking into what do people love about you. So, there are four groups to choose from, as seen before. Take your time with choosing. Of course, you can feel drawn to more than one group. There could be a myriad of reasons why people love you, so feel free to choose more than one. Let this reading be one that really helps you to see the qualities that maybe you aren't able to see, but others are able to recognize within you. And let it be a bit of an ego boost because, we all deserve that sometimes. But hopefully, you enjoy this reading. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I shall see you in your groups. Hi, Group One, and welcome to your reading on what do people love about you. So let's go on and get into the reading to see why. Why do they love you? Group One. Let's see. Why? Oop, we already have some things coming through. Okay. So we have originality, order, and inspiration coming through here for you. And, immediately I'm feeling people love the way your mind works, how you think, how innovative you are, how quick on your feet you are. I feel there's I don't know why the saying that there's a method to your madness, or there's a reason for the things that you do, and there's always like logic behind it, or it seems like it follows some type of logic. I feel you're extremely creative, and maybe the way that you think, uh, people have to catch up to it. Like people may not always understand exactly what you mean, or they're not always receptive to what you have to say. But later on down the line, they realize that actually, you know what, group one was right. Like maybe I should have listened to group one. Like they knew what they were talking about. So I do feel like sometimes you could feel like others underestimate you or underestimate your capabilities, but it does seem like you are appreciated for the way you think, your logic, how systematized you are. Or there seems to be like routine, or there is some type of routine that you keep up with. I feel that you really value things that are in order. You seem to be the type that doesn't really like disorder in your life or um in your everyday reality. Yeah, I feel like you really value reason or things to have reasons behind them. I also feel that with your creative ideas and your expansive mindset, you're able to bring practicality to that. Like you don't just think of great ideas, or you don't just have these concepts that stay in your mind. I feel like you put things into practice, and you also are able to turn your ideas into something tangible. You're able to create something substantial because of a thought that you had. You feel very creative. So you could do creative work. I'm feeling like two things. There's like a technical side of you, and there's also a creative part of you. That's why I feel like that brain is brilliant, because I feel like you're working both sides of your brain, your left and your right. um, or people feel like you have so many different sides of you. You're able to tap into different skills. You're able to associate with different types of people because you have so many interests. You're able to really connect with different types of people. But what really stands out to me is your mindset and the way you think and how brilliant people perceive you. I feel like in your work environment, especially, you are valued for your ideas. You're valued for um, creating better systems, or being able to put things in order, or making sure that things are in order. Um, you seem to do very well with that aspect of your life, group one. But let's see. The signs I'm seeing, by the way, because this deck does have planets and signs on them. We have Mercury in Pisces, Mercury in Aquarius, and the moon in Virgo. So those signs could be important to you. It doesn't have to mean anything. It's more for me, so I can get an accurate picture of the love people have for you. We also have some Taurus energy coming through. I feel like you hold yourself to a high esteem as well. People see you as very confident, very secure within yourself. I feel like you have high standards for not only others, but for yourself especially. I feel that you're very considerate about how you come off to others. I feel you're aware of your reputation. You're aware of how your actions have consequences. I'm getting maturity here with you, group one. I feel that people might think that you are very mature for your age, in the way that you take on responsibility or that you have a clear idea of what you want to create in your life. The way you think is also seeming to be quite mature. Um, but it does seem like you are on some type of pedestal in a way. I say this because we have this status card. So I feel you command respect. People look at you as if you deserve respect, which, you do, period. Okay. And I feel that people really appreciate your aesthetic as well. It seems like they perceive you to have high quality items or high quality uh, aesthetics, you know? Group one. Anything else for group one? What do they love about group one? The cards keep falling on the floor. Sheesh. We have resourcefulness. So, yeah, you make do with what you have. I feel like people appreciate that you're able to expound on the resources that you're given. Like you turn things, it's like an alchemist almost. Like you're able to make something better by really focusing on the true qualities that it has. I see you really focus on value, on quality, um, structure, order. It seems like you really have your things in order, and that's what people love about you is how organized you seem to be. At least that's what they're perceiving of you. People perceive you as having your life in order, or you're able to show up in a way where you look like you have yourself together. It seems like you never are lacking in anything. Yeah, there's an expansiveness to you. So that's what I see. Let's get a bit more. What do people love about group one? I feel like you make people very happy. I feel like you have an accepting quality to you as well. Like you're able to make people feel seen. Group one. I also feel like you're a loyal companion. you know, like you show up for the people around you, or you try your best to at least. You provide a lot of practical advice. I feel people come to you for advice. I sense you could be someone that people come to for advice, especially your friends. I feel like you are a good friend to others. I'm getting that from this page of Pentacles. I also feel like you're valued for how studious you are, how smart you are with that page of Pentacles as well. But I do feel like you make others very happy. Like your presence is like a beam of joy. Um, I also feel like you're very accepting of various amount of communities, or you're able to connect with different communities. Um, Sorry, I got a little distracted. Playing. But yeah, I feel like you value family as well, or you value the people close to you. And people love that. Like the people close to you especially love how much you value them, or how it shows in your actions. Like you may not express it through your words all the time, but your actions continuously show that you value the things that are important to you in your life. I also see you as a visionary, group one, and people love that visionary aspect of you. So can we get a bit more for group one? What do people love about group one? Whoa, a lot of cards. I feel like you move in silence. You know, people like that mysterious quality to you. Um, you know, I feel you're extremely intelligent. That's been said more than enough times, I feel. But we have the High Priestess coming out. You definitely are on the low key side, or at least people feel as if you're quite low key. Maybe it's a little bit hard to get to know you. Um, it's hard to get into your inner circle, but it seems like you have a depth, a wisdom, a knowledge to you. So you may attract people who are older than you, or you may attract people who um, are just very curious about you in general. Can we get a bit more? What do people love about group one? Yeah, I feel um, you reveal a lot to people. You bring things to light. You make it known. You make things known. You let the truth be spoken. You're a realist. I feel very real, very raw, very honest. Um, and if people can't handle that, I feel like you repel the the falsehoods. You repel the frauds. Okay, um, it feels like you're a beam of light. With the sun here, people love you because they feel comfortable around you to express themselves, to be who they are out loud. To have no shame in who they are, how they present. It feels like a judgment-free zone group one, and I do feel that people really appreciate your discernment. Although you are extremely open to all different types of people, you're able to connect with different types of people. I do feel like you have a very discerning eye to where you know how to navigate the the confusion that some may try to um, enact. They can't pull that wool over your eyes, or whatever the saying is, because we have this high priestess. There's always something within you that tells you something's not right. Okay. uh yeah, you just give a very grounded energy. Like you take care of yourself. You look good, you smell good, you're doing good, you have a great routine, like you're on your P's and Q's. Or at least people perceive this of you, like you have your ish together in a big way. Okay? You're very focused, very determined, ambitious, driven, but also open, warm, is able to make a good meal and host a nice party. Okay? Well rounded. You got it going for you, group one. What's not to love is what I'm getting. Okay, let me hype you up. Because if you already didn't know, you look good, you smell good. I don't even know. Why did I hear that? I heard you look good, you smell good, you taste good. Okay, here. Group one. So, yeah, that's what I feel I'm supposed to leave it at for you. Keep on shining. Keep on being you. I feel like you are looked up to. You are desired. A lot of people want to be around you again because they see how abundant, loyal, intelligent, and wise you are, how much fulfillment you have to offer. I feel that people see you as a very happy person, um, very joyous, or at least you seem to be a good person to be around. Like you love to have a good time. Like it's always a good time when you're with group one. But again, there's this seriousness about you in the way that you think, in the way that you structure and order your life. And I feel you're very clear on your boundaries and also very clear about what you have the capacity for. And you're not in the business of overextending yourself. Okay. So, yeah, I love this energy. Very grounded, very chill. I definitely get earth sign energy with you, group one. So, you could have an earth sign placement. You don't have to be an earth sign. But yeah, we got a couple signs out here. There's Leo, there's Pisces, there's Cancer. So, again, signs, just a little added detail, doesn't really have to apply to you. But again, this is where I feel like I'm meant to leave it for you, group one. Let me know in the comments how it resonated. Leave a like and subscribe. And I shall chat with you in the next one. Until then, you take it easy. Keep on being you. And I'll see you. Bye. Hi, group three. Oop. I mean, group two. Group two, forgive me. Welcome to your reading on what do people love about you. So let's just go ahead and hop right in. Group two, we have Mars and Pisces with Escape coming out first. um, First of all, I feel like you are definitely someone that people would want to go on trips with that escape card. I feel like being around you is like an escape to others. There's a sense of serenity and peace and a harmony that I feel that you bring about to other people. And I feel like the way you move is with grace. Okay? There's like there's a sway to your movement. Let me not say a sway, but I feel like there's like an ease. The way you function, the way you act, I definitely get um the word languid. Like it flows. Like you're very much a go with the flow type of person. And I feel that is very appreciated by people because it kind of calms them down. Yeah, we also have this sun in Virgo with health. So, yeah, I feel that people appreciate your duality, group two. I feel there's a part of you that is more type B, like go with the flow. You're pretty chill. You like things to be easygoing. But at the same time, I do feel that you are very aware of your health and your well being. And I think that's particularly why you are pretty chill and laissez faire about certain things because you realize that if you were to give too much of you know, it would be detrimental to your health. So I definitely feel that people appreciate your focus on mental health, perhaps, or you could be some type of advocate for health and well being. Um, I feel like people really appreciate how much you invest into yourself or how you care for yourself and how easily, at least to other people, how easily you are able to move away from the BS or to remove yourself from situations that aren't good for you. How easy it is for you to leave, you know? Yeah, because I feel like you're protecting your peace. You're very protective over your well being, your state of mind, your emotional state of being. I also feel like you're protective of other people as well. And once you have some type of liking or care towards someone, you are very uh, clear on people not disrupting their peace. I feel like anyone that's in your circle is given the same care and consideration in regard to, you know, things not really bothering them. I hope that's coming off, correctly. Like, I just feel like you're fiercely protective over the things that matter to you. And anything that doesn't matter to you, you're not even giving it the time of day. And I feel people really appreciate how clear you are on what really matters and how you're able to differentiate between what matters and what doesn't. Let's get another card here for you, group two. Anything else? What do people love about group two? Yeah. Um, it does seem like you have a lot going on, group two. I feel like you have a lot of skills that you're focused on building. I feel like you are the first in your family to do something, or you're the first to achieve something of significance in your community, or you're trying to build something that no one else has done before. You're pursuing a path that no one around you has done before. I feel a very hardworking energy with you as well, very focused and determined. Um, I see that you like things to be in order, at least in regard to the things that matter. You know, again, I feel like there is a duality to you where you don't care about certain things, but it definitely feels like your health, your well being, your work, and your money come first. Okay. Along with the people that you care about. And I feel like you do your best to protect what's most important to you. And that may mean that you keep your circle a bit smaller, or you may only give your time and energy to the people that you feel are worthy of it. Because I do feel like you have very strong boundaries, group too. And people admire that about you as well. Like they love that, they have to come correct with you. I feel like the people around you love that you don't really deal with BS. You're not really here for it, and you're willing to move on with your life. You're not willing to sit and stay for things that aren't good for you. And I also feel like you're extremely intelligent. For a lot of you, I'm getting a lot of mercurial energy. So you could have a way with words. You could be quite funny. And, I feel like people love, I don't want to say they love to see you mad, because that's not how it's coming off. It's more like when you do get upset, like the way that you start to talk about things or the way that you go off is funny. Like they love to see how quickly you're able to like get back at someone, or um say something back to somebody, or say something about something in a humorous way. Yeah, you feel quite fierce as well, group two. So definitely could have a way with words. You could work in the media as well, or you might do well with working in the media. Um, or your social media is where a lot of people like can see your humor. People like to see you on social media as well. I see that. It's making me think of this Mariah Carey song, like "Giving Me Life Instead." Yeah, like you could give people life, Group two. So let's see. Anything else here? What do people love about group two? What do people love about group two? Yeah, I definitely feel like for a lot of you, they love to look at you on social media with that page of swords. Like people might be watching you. And that's not to make you feel like, oh, you need to like be scared or like be worried about anything. I just feel like you definitely attract viewership, because I definitely feel like people are very curious about you, and your personality draws them towards you. Um, the strength card, you could have like a how do I explain? Like how you present is quite flamboyant, or like your style or your personality is quite attractive because it's maybe dramatic, or the things that you do or say can have a dramatic flair to them. Um, But I definitely feel like outside of the social media message, I do see that people admire your wit, your intelligence. Um, I definitely feel like you also don't trust others super easily. I feel like you go into situations skeptical, and a lot of people might think that that's funny because you're hmm, like something's off. Like I need to ask a bit more questions, you know? And I feel like you're not afraid to ask those questions. I feel like you're not afraid to get the clarity that you need, um, because you need your answers, especially if it's in regard to other people that you're suspicious about. Um, I feel like you might be suspicious about a lot of people, group too. But with strength, I feel that people also admire your ability to stay composed and calm in the midst of a lot of tumultuous situations. Perhaps you've been through a lot of challenging, uh, difficult circumstances in your life, or some people around you could know of the challenges that you've encountered, and they admire how you've been able to stay focused and grounded despite all that has taken place, and how you've been able to turn your challenge into a blessing of some kind, how it's grown or how you've grown through your challenges. I definitely am picking up on people close to you really appreciate and love how you've developed over time, and especially the personality changes that have taken place. Um, and this is specific, it's a specific message because, again, I was saying that some people could love the way that you go off on people. So, for sure, I feel like people love that you've been able to control your anger or control your emotions a lot better than maybe you have been in the past. I'm definitely seeing like emotional control and being able to control yourself in situations that might not be easy to do so. Okay. So for some of you, I'm picking up on, people in your inner circle really being proud of the progression that you've been able to make in regard to, your emotional well-being. So what else can we know about what people love about group two? What do people love about group two? I do feel a generosity with you, group two. And I also feel like you are um, definitely into, spirituality. You look at the things that aren't being said. You like to maybe track the moon cycle. Maybe you're into astrology. Maybe you're into like esoteric knowledge, and you're able to share that with other people, especially those people who may not feel seen because of their interest. I do feel like you are someone who helps other people to feel okay with what they like. You know, the moon card is definitely layered because for some of you, I feel like you might attract people who have mommy issues. That's very specific, but I feel like you tap into something subconscious with other people. Like they could just open up to you, like very easily, because you hold space for them to do so. Um, which is why I do feel like it's important for you to have those boundaries that you so strongly have. Um, but I am feeling like people are just instinctually drawn to you because you awaken something within them that may be hidden. Um, but also, I feel like you are extremely intuitive. Okay, yeah, that was confirmation. You're extremely intuitive, and I feel like you pick up on what's not being said. You're able to really tell whether or not something is, um, I want to say if someone's being honest or not, but I just feel like you have this super tuned in intuition and gut instinct that allows you to navigate situations, which is why I feel like you are quite skeptical of people because you automatically know within like something's off. And I feel like people love that. Like they come to you and they ask you about someone or they ask you about a situation and you're able to give them advice about it because you are coming from this place of intuitive knowledge. Yeah, I love that. Let's see, anything else? Anything else? Group two, what do people love about group two? Yeah, I feel like you're not afraid to speak the truth. You know, you say it how it is, um, and you deal with the consequences. Okay, with the Six of Swords. Again, it's that energy of not being afraid to move on from something, not being afraid to make changes in your life, being willing to change things in your life. Um, Extremely intelligent, I do feel with you, group two. Your way with words seems to continuously come up, like your ability to communicate what you have to say, the way you think, your mind, how it processes information, is extremely valued. And I also feel like you assist other people in being able to make changes in their life, or you are someone who is able to assist other people mentally, perhaps through changes. I definitely feel like you're a lot of people's support, or you could provide support to a lot of people, and that may lead to some unhealthy attachments to you, I feel, group too. So some people could have a codependent relationship with you, or they feel like they can really rely on you for certain things, which is again why I feel boundaries are extremely important for you specifically. But um, yeah, it just seems like you are extremely wise. You know, the way your mind works is valued. So yeah, stay sharp out here, group two. Let me know in the comments how that resonated for you. Leave it a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe because I need to see you in other readings. If I need to have you here on this channel with me. So, yeah, hopefully this reading was helpful to you. Hopefully it lifted your spirits and gave you an ego boost because that's what you deserve. You need to know why you're loved. Everyone needs to get their flowers while they're here. And hopefully I did that for you. So, again, leave it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye. Hi, group three, and welcome to your reading on what do people love about you. So let's go on and get into it, group three, and see what's the tea. Okay. What's the tea on group three? Like, why do people love group three? Oop, I already see why. Why do the people love group three? What do people love about group three? Trendsetter. Trendsetter. Okay. Hold on. I already feel that with you, group three. You you might influence the masses. Maybe one day you will if you aren't already. I feel like you have an influential essence about you. You could feel like you are a trendsetter, or you have an eye for um, like what's up next. Like you could be ahead of the curve. I feel physically you are appreciated for how you look for sure. I definitely do get a physicality with you. There's a physical attractiveness that's coming through that is quite prominent, actually. Yeah, I feel like you get a lot of people excited. Group three, we have the card of lust, influence, and excitement coming through. And with these cards, I want to hold up these two specifically. These cards, I feel like, again, you turn heads, it's hard to miss you. I feel like your style is prominent, the way you appear, the way you look, your body seems to be a focal point, group three. Um, I don't know why these words are coming to my mind, like vivacious, luscious, voluptuous. Okay. So it's like supple. There's something that just pulls people to you. I definitely get strong attraction vibes. So, regardless of your gender or sexual orientation or whatever, um, I feel like people really appreciate the way you look, and I also feel the way you speak. I feel like you're able to engage in conversation really well, and this might bleed into you being able to influence other people quite easily. I also feel like you have a lot of exciting stories, or like um, the way you speak is with excitement, or you're always down for an adventure. I feel more of the adventurous aspect. You don't have to speak with excitement. For some of you, that's definitely the case, but I feel more of the adventurous aspect. Like you're down, you're down to explore, you're down to expand your horizons. There's a lot of interest in hobbies that you're into. You're able to talk to a lot of different people about different things because you are invested into a lot of different activities, or you know a little bit about everything, I feel. Group three. But again, it just goes back to people really liking the way you look. So that's really interesting. I feel like you're creative. Again, there's an expressive quality about you here as well. Um, I feel like you take very good care of yourself, or when you present, you are able to do so very well. And yeah, I get like you have a chameleon quality. So you're able to fit into different situations. You're able to attract a lot of different people. You're able to navigate a lot of situations very easily. And yet I still feel like you hold true to yourself. You stay 10 toes down behind the things that you believe in. I definitely get a stubborn energy with you as well. Like once you believe in something, or once you think something, like it's really hard to change your mind. All right. Okay. And although you may be able to influence other people, I feel like it's a little bit more difficult to influence you. Group three, which is very interesting. Interesting how that works. Um, yeah, I feel like you're very focused on creating stability in your life. So for some of you, you could potentially be an influencer, or you work with people. You're very good at working with other people. Maybe you're in sales. You don't have to be, but um, I'm definitely seeing, if you're not doing this already, there is a need to really see how your aesthetics, your beauty can bring about some type of fortune in your life. It doesn't have to be material. Maybe you can use it in a way where you are helping other people to explore different fashion trends that are good for their body type, or different um, routines for certain people who look like you. I feel like there's definitely an audience that you're meant to reach. Group three. But outside of that, I definitely feel like people love your aesthetics, but also how clear you are about what you believe, and how you're not willing to compromise yourself. Yeah, you're not willing to compromise yourself. I'm definitely seeing that. You know, some people might think you could be a little selfish in that way, but girl, boo bye. Girl, boo bye. You're just taking care of yourself. Yeah, we have this card of health here. So definitely very focused on taking care of yourself. I feel like people really like pouring into you as well. I feel it's mutual. Like you pour into others and they pour into you. Like there's an exchange there. And I feel like people don't mind giving to you. So you could get a lot of attention, group three, without even asking for it. Like people could offer to give you things, or people could offer just offer random gifts or offer you things just because they like you. Okay, so let's get a bit more in depth. Group three. I see that people really love how well you take care of yourself, how much you look after yourself. I definitely feel that people see you as being very focused on self worth and self value, and I feel like you kind of uh, emanate that energy out into the world, and it kind of inspires other people to not only take care of themselves, but I feel like you attract people who want to take care of you as well, or want to be around you in general, just to get the good vibes. But make sure the people that are around you with this Nine of Wands here, because I do feel a very attractive energy for you, group three. Make sure those around you, they are pouring into you, rather than kind of just trying to soak up all the good vibes without really giving anything back. So let's see. What do people love about group three? What do people love about group three? Yes, I'm getting life of the party, or a good time, a fun time. It's always a joy to be around you. Again, you're probably the person that people call on to go out with or go on their next adventure with. You're the first person people think of when they want to have a good time. Um, I definitely feel like you know how to party. So for sure, um, you're a good friend, you're a good person to call up and have a good time with. And what else can be said about that? You're a good time. Period. Group three. It's a vibe all the time. It's a vibe all the time. Group three. What else can we know? What do people love about group three? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Dun dun dun. Well, with these two cards together, I will say that group three, you are quite the temptation. Uh, temptation. Definitely, definitely a temptation. Definitely a temptation. Oh my god. Oh my god. Group three. You know, you. j- I'm feeling like I need to say this, even though I don't want to. With these two cards together, you might want to be mindful that some of the things that you attract or some of the people you attract, they could have varying intentions. Again, because you are so attractive, you know, you're a light, and everything is drawn to the light, even the dark. Okay, so I'm feeling there could be people who are so attracted to you that they are willing to forego their morals just to get a little taste. Okay, just to say that they've been able to experience you. Group three. It's a shame. I'm thinking of scenarios like people could be in relationships and still try to get with you. You know, they could they could be trying to, just be with you in an intimate way, and maybe they could try to play games in order to make that happen when really, that's not really necessary. Um, Listen, you're a temptation. I'm gonna leave it there. And I feel like you are loved because, this is very interesting. With the Ten of Wands and the Devil coming out, I feel like people look at you as like a reliever of their stress or like someone who can make them feel good. In any way, this could be interpreted in a lot of ways. Your friends could look at you as somebody who's like a great time. Like, let me call them up. Like, I'm feeling stressed right now. Like, I need to have a good time. I need to talk to them. Like, I know they'll be able to lift my spirits. Like, I know they always have something positive to say. This could be family. Like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so stressed out. Like, I know that group three can help me out right now, or I know that I can rely on them for something. This could be romantic partners. Like, today's been hard. Like, let me call it my boo bag. Like, I feel like you are someone that people look forward to experiencing. Group three. This is so fun. You're fun, group three. You're fun. Okay. Ooh, let me calm down. Let me calm down. Let me get back. Let me get back. What do people love about group three? What do people love about group three? I also feel like you're like, why not indulge? Like, why not have a good time? Why be so serious? Why so serious? I definitely feel like you have this open and kind of carefree energy that's youthful and bright. And I definitely feel like people really enjoy that about you. And although you do have that side of you, I do still feel that you're extremely wise and knowledgeable. And I feel like you're extremely skilled at whatever you do. Um, I feel like your coworkers especially appreciate your work and how much you contribute to the team. I feel like you're a great person to work with. Not only are you a good time, you're a great person to be able to get projects done. I feel like you know when to be serious. Like, you work hard and you play hard. There's no ifs, ands, buts, in betweens about that. Like, you do what you need to do so that you are able to enjoy the good times and the goodness of life. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Like, I mean, what more can be said? Like, you stand out, you shine. I definitely feel like you are extraordinary in some way. Like, the way you present is very unique. And I feel like you're only able to be so confident in yourself and be so willing to show yourself in this way because you've taken the time out, or you take the time out to really get to know yourself. I do feel that in the privacy of your own home, or just when you are to yourself, you're doing a bit of soul searching, or you're doing some inner work to really get a greater understanding of yourself, excuse me, and a greater understanding of what uplifts you in life, so that you're able to exude that back out into the world. So, definitely, I feel for a lot of you, you could for sure be in the public eye, or you could just have a lot of people who want your attention. And it's important that you take some time out to yourself so that you are able to give yourself those good vibes that everyone else loves. And to also make sure that you're having appropriate boundaries um, around who can really appreciate you, because again, you are such an attractive being. You have so much light, love, attractiveness, all that. I see it here. Wisdom, like, you have so much to offer. Group three, you're so grounded and valuable that I again want to touch on you attracting all types of different people. So it's important to like discern and make sure that you're not being taken advantage of by anyone just because you're able to provide in whatever way that they want you to. Make sure they're giving to you appropriately and they're not just using you, period. Okay? Because it does seem like everybody wants a piece of group three. So, yeah. I'm getting like people could perceive you as an extrovert, but I definitely feel like you are a bit more like, you need more time to yourself than other people think. And definitely prioritize yourself. Group three. Woo! One down to reading. Okay. I'm gonna leave it here, group three. Let me know in the comments how it resonated. Leave it a like. I would love to know that you appreciated this reading and that you want more like this. Let me know what type of readings you would like to see from me as well. Okay. But yes, I love your energy. It's so fun. Like you're definitely someone that I would want to hang with. So shout out to group 3. I hope life is treating you well. And I hope you're doing well. Group 3, much love to you. Let me go on and get to group 4. In the meantime, of course, you take it easy, take care of yourself, and continue to shine out here, okay? And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye. Also, group 3, I just wanted to name some of the signs that I was seeing in your reading, if that matters to you, of course. But there was Capricorn, Libra, Virgo, um, Taurus, Leo, and Gemini. Those were the main ones. So, yeah, thought I would pop that in there. Hello, group 4. Last but never least, okay, let's get into it. What do people love about you? Let's see. Let's see, group 4. What do people love about group 4? Group 4. Hmm. Group 4. I'm thinking of that Nicki Minaj song. You see right through me. How do you do that? How do you do that? Period. I feel like people feel seen by you. Maybe they feel a little too seen. Like, hold on. So we have all this eye imagery. All this eye imagery. People might feel like, how do you even know that? Like, how do you know that? Who told you that? Group 4? Where did you get that from? So you could be extremely intuitive. I'm getting intuition out the wazoo. Okay, group 4. How do you do that? Period. Oh my gosh. You could be very emotionally intelligent. Like, let me calm down. I do feel like some people definitely feel that way towards you. Like, whoa, you're able to really dig deep with me. Like, how did you get that out of me? How did you get that out of me? I feel like you see through people in their facades that they might present. I feel like you're able to see the heart of someone. You're able to see the soul. Okay, great discernment. People love that discernment of yours. Definitely the people in your circle. To You're the first they're coming to when they have doubts and worries about somebody. Okay, um, and I feel like you have um this energy about you with this independence card. I held it up and didn't say nothing about it. This moon in Aquarius, I feel like you are an observer. I really want to keep saying, especially your friends or the people in your circle, they really love bringing you around because you're going to be able to spot things out that they probably weren't even paying attention to. I feel like you're able to pick up on body language, you're able to pick up on um, the things that people aren't saying. Uh, and I feel like you're quite individualistic in the way that you think. Like, you're not afraid to have an idea of something and it not go along with what everyone else is thinking. I feel you're very confident in standing true to you. And people love your originality in that way. They love that you stay true, you stay real, you stay consistent in the ways that you show up. Group 3, sorry, not group 3, group 4. And yet, although you do have this observational quality about you, you could have a very analytical mind as well. Although that is there, I do feel like you have quite the expansive viewpoint of the world. I feel like you aren't limited by your circumstances. I feel that people appreciate your ability to look beyond your present state of being You feel like a visionary. I definitely am getting this energy of always trying to think of what's next, or how can I improve my current circumstances, or what's the next milestone that I would like to achieve. I feel like you're always growing, you're always on the up and up, and people love that you are diligent in the ways that you achieve your goals, or that you have a vision for your life and you pursue it relentlessly. And I also feel like you're not afraid of being alone in a journey. You're not afraid of doing things on your own. You're not afraid of going places on your own. You could be willing to solo travel, or you're just okay with being by yourself uh, when you need to be. Yeah, I feel like you're not trying to be surrounded by people just for the heck of it. Like, if you're going to be surrounded by people, it needs to be people that you actually like. Because honestly, group four, I feel like um, I don't want to say this. For some of you, you definitely could resonate with this, but yeah, I feel like it's hard for you to like people, or like, again, since you're able to see through the deception of the mask that people put on. I feel like it leads you to really not want to be around people all too often, unless you already know that they're real, they're raw, they're true, because that's what you value. You value honesty. You value authenticity. Let me chill. I'm kind of going fast in your reading, but I feel like the messages are coming quick. But yes, you value authenticity and people who can be grounded in themselves. So yeah, I love that group four. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're not one who's easily manipulated. Group, uh, group four. I feel like you have a strong mind, and it's really hard to be condemned into some type of thought pattern. Again, I feel like your mindset, if it's not something that truly resonates for you, you're not accepting it. So, for a lot of you, you could follow your own religious practices, or you've broken away from a specific religion, or you just don't really have any affiliations with a specific belief system. I feel like you're open to just exploring the world and not feeling tied down by anyone else's rules or their ideas of how life should be lived. I feel like you develop your own values. You see to the heart of the situation in most matters. And I feel like that's extremely appreciated by people. I feel like you're a hard worker as well. And you're just really focused on building a life that is sustainable for not only you, but for the people that you love. I'm definitely getting a hard working energy with this acquisition and organization energy coming through. Yeah, I feel like you're just focused on making your life better. And anything that presents itself as a hindrance to you building up your life in the way that you see fit, you're removing it. You're not really entertaining it. But again, I feel like you're inspiring people to lead their own path, to not follow the status quo, to do what they want. Definitely, I feel like you encourage your circle of friends or the people around you to do what they want, and to not be limited by external ideals of how things should be done, or what should be done, or who someone should be. I definitely feel you exude authenticity, and you attract that back to you as well. So anything that you build in your life feels sustainable. And I feel like people admire what you've been able to create in your life as well. I also feel like the way you dress is really appreciated. How you present, I feel like you put a lot of effort into your presentation, and that is recognized as well. Group four. So let's see. What else can we see? What else can we know about what people love? about group four? What do people love about group four? Mm. Extremely creative. I feel like you have an abundance of ideas. Group four, I feel like you distribute your ideas uh, all the time. You have great ideas that need to be taken action on yourself. I feel like you are, I want to say, a business minded, business focused, a motivational figure in other people's lives. Um, definitely, definitely that. Again, I do feel like you set the standard in your own life. You set the tone of your life, and you're willing to uh, embrace the journey, embrace the potential challenges that you might face when you do decide to go your own way. And I do feel like you're quite successful in being able to build a life of meaning and substance and passion and pleasure and excitement because you stay true to you. Group four. You feel like a very exciting person to be around as well, but the energy of authenticity is coming through. So I definitely feel like people really, really appreciate that part of you, is how real you are. And again, how you're able to get to the heart of matters. Yeah, yeah. I feel like you help people to feel seen as well. Again, with that observer energy that you have. Um, yeah, I feel like you give people space to feel seen. And with this Page of Cups, I do feel like you are quite charismatic and sweet. Um, I feel like you could remember details about people, and that makes them feel really special. With this Page of Cups, again, it makes me think of your wardrobe and how you dress is definitely appreciated. The way that you put colors together or how you're able to present yourself. Again, I'm also feeling that you are extremely creative, group four. So any type of creative work that you do, I'm seeing that people really admire that. So if you're an artist of some kind or you create anything, um, definitely share your work. I do feel that it is really appreciated by the people who are able to see it. Um, but definitely like your style, your fashion, that's been coming through a lot. Group four. Yeah, you have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have good taste. Group four. Definitely seeing that you have good taste. I'm also seeing you as being very attractive. Um, and your person or your energy is very loud. So for some of you, you know, you could be someone of prominence. You don't have to be necessarily, but I feel like you get a lot of attention. Like you step into a room and people look at you, like maybe they'll do a little double take because they're like, oh, whoa, like who's that? You know? Because I definitely feel like you stand out. Group four. Can we get a bit more information for group four? Why do people love group four? I'm feeling like what's not to love? What's not to love about group four? I definitely feel like you inspire other people with this Five of Wands. Um, you know, you could challenge them. I feel like people love that you do challenge their beliefs. So you challenge the way that they think about things. And I don't feel like it's intentional, like you're trying to be malicious in any way. I just feel like you are so strong in your beliefs and how you think that when you're presented with a different way of life or a different way of thinking, you're just curious. You ask questions. And some people might view that as like, oh, like, you know, like maybe I never thought about that. Like, why do I believe this? So definitely, I'm getting that you challenge other people to become better, or you really help them to see how maybe they might need to do a bit more work in certain areas of their life. Or you could just be inspiring them to do things a bit differently. Group four. And I also feel like You help bring people back down to earth, group four. You help to bring people out of their mind, out of their worries. I definitely feel like you are the person that people come to um, when they might be going through a little bit of a crisis. Group four, there's been a theme in a couple of the groups, I think. But um, I feel like you have a lot of wisdom that you give, and you're able to dispel some of the fears that people might have. And if not dispel them, I feel like you illuminate worries or fears or anxieties that people have. I feel like you're able to see through the heart of the issue of people who might be going through a tough time. Yeah, it's making me think of you being able to identify the root cause of an issue. People love that you're able to do that. Like you give insight that they did not have before. Let's see a bit more. Anything else? What do people love about group four? I do feel like you're extremely intelligent. I also feel that some may view you as hard to get close to. Group four, like you only um, give your love to those that you deem worthy of it. So they feel extremely special when they're able to get some of it. Group four. Um, Yeah, group four, I also feel like you're not afraid of conflict. Like you're not afraid of confronting issues. You're not afraid of speaking your mind. And for some, that could, you know, cause a little bit of ruffling of the feathers. But I do feel that people do love that you just speak what's on your mind and you're not afraid to confront an issue. I also feel like you do really good work, group four. So you're extremely skilled at what you do. And again, I feel like you are quite intelligent and you think very quickly on your feet. So I'm getting some air sign energy with that. You don't have to be an air sign, but definitely getting that like fire sign, air sign. So that would be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, you do not have to be any of those signs, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, group four. Let me know in the comments how it resonated for you. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I really hope you did. And subscribe if you have not already. This was fun. Okay, I hope that this was helpful to you in being able to see the qualities that others enjoy and hopefully that you see within yourself as well. But again, I shall leave it there for you. I hope to see you in the next reading, group four. Much love to you. Until then, bye bye.